taking a bass one time with the sound of Stomp. Alright boys, let's see some light.
I was distraught when I heard Stomp was closing.
Sad. It was sad. It was a real loss.
I was very, very sad when Stomp went. I was like near to tears.
For this lot, life will never be the same. They're fans of Romford's pirate soul and jazz station, Stomp. It's the brainchild of DJs Phil, Keith and Scott, who felt there was a hole in the radio market that just wasn't being filled. So they went on the air and stayed there for 3 years.
We realised that there was a need in the Essex area for a soul music radio station, dance music on the airways of Essex. We cover most of the Essex area, as well as parts of North Kent and parts of East London and North London as well.
How many people's that, do you think?
Maybe in the excess of 100,000.
Over the 3 years, Pirate Stomp's been raided 30 times. The squads from the Department of Trade and Industry who police the radio waves have seized transmitters, record players and discs worth thousands. But Stomp weren't prepared to give in and carried on, finding tower blocks where they could put up yet another homemade transmitter mast. Now in 1991, the new penalties for illegal broadcasts are too much. All pirates are threatened, even those who use the very basic transmitters fitted in biscuit tins.
And as from 1st of January, those who operate one of these pirate radio stations can face unlimited fines, up to 2 years in prison. Those who advertise on pirate radio stations will be committing a crime. Those who make their premises available will be committing a crime.
It sounds extraordinarily stiff for people who are just rocking and rolling, doesn't it?
It may sound so, but you have to realise that this innocuous-looking biscuit tin with a transmitter in it can cause serious interference to safety of life services.
It's a shame, but it's the end of the road. It is no longer possible for Stomp FM to risk broadcasting. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone involved in making Stomp FM a successful radio station. Sadly, we will be shutting down.
It's just like you've lost somebody, you know, that you loved. That was the only real explanation I can give you. When you've got people phoning up and literally crying on the phone, both men and women, that the station's closing down, you know, what can you feel? You know, you've got to sort of have that lump in the throat, like, you know.
The experience will last forever. Stomp.
But is this really the end for Phil, Scott and Keith? Will they stomp no more? Well, it's about time they, if they will excuse the phrase, took a little professional advice.
Capital Gold, 15:48 a.m. It's now 5 minutes past 8 o'clock.
Tony Blackburn was one of the kings of pirate radio. Now he's a respectable DJ at Capital Gold.
Well, the pirate days in the 1960s was great fun because we were out on the ships, of course. But those days are now over because we were battling against the BBC. That was total monopoly. Now in London we've got 18 radio stations. The authorities have listened now and said that we now do need more radio stations, and they've given them to us. I think Kiss FM has shown the way in how you can actually be a pirate and then go legal.
Aha! So becoming legal's the only way to save Stomp. Yes, and Kiss is the station where successful pirates have surrendered the Jolly Roger.
Be playing a lot more of that here on Kiss 100 FM.
Gordon Mack ran Kiss as a pirate station for 3 years. Now he's got a licence and is Kiss's managing director. And his advice to the lads?
Get a business plan, find some backers and see what licences come available. And that's purely the steps to go.
If Kiss did it, maybe Stomp can do it too. All is not lost for the ravers from Romford. If the fans are to get Stomp back, all that's needed is a bit of dedication and a lot of form filling. Well, chaps, even the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your legitimate application form. It's all yours.
Thanks, Danny. The rebirth of Stomp FM on the airwaves.
Well, there's no harm dreaming.
Stomp FM.
There you go, legit. We must listen out for them. Now, from radio to television, and ITV's tip for the top this new year is a new £1 million drama. It's called...